It is July 11th on Saturday. It is 86 degrees and it is hotter than a hot time on a Saturday night. I'm in a rainbow. Oh man, you ever just get out of the shower and you're like, oh, forget it, I'm just gonna let my hair dry in the heat because it is so hot outside that if I don't let my hair dry in the heat, I'm going to burn. It's going to be so hot. So I am at Starbucks. I'm going to get me a Java Chip Frappuccino and Shannon her venti Berry Hibiscus Refresher. I'm also going to try their breakfast sandwich. They have a vegetarian breakfast sandwich. I'm going to try it and see what I think. At Starbucks. Oh yeah.
Well, I went to the coffee shop to get myself a mocha.
So I am at Starbucks and I feel really safe. They even handed out free face masks even though I had mine, and there is some seating outside. I really appreciate that. There's hand sanitizer everywhere to use. Yeah, as you can see, I got the drinks for Shannon and me. I got my Java Chat Frappuccino here. This is the breakfast sandwich. It smells really good. It's good. I give it a 3.75 out of 5. Not as good as Hardee's Beyond Breakfast Sandwich. I have my trusty drink. And I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble now. And pick up some books that I ordered. I really appreciate that they had masks and hand sanitizer. Free masks for people that came in the store. That was so awesome. I'm at my favorite Barnes & Noble of all time. I'm going to go in and get my books and kind of look around. Probably won't vlog because there's a lot more people out today, but at least you know I got here to Barnes & Noble, people. Barnes & Noble, and thank you Starbucks for having masks available and hand sanitizer, and thank you Barnes & Noble for making people wear masks to go into your lovely bookstore. That meant so much. So I got A Cozy Mystery, Book 1, A Deadly Inside Scoop by Abby Collette. I'm excited to read that. And Melissa, I'm thinking about you, girl. I know that we read the first in the series, These Witches Don't Burn, but I got This Coven Won't Break by Isabel Sterling. It's the second in the series. It's going to be a cute, fun, witchy read, I think. I like the first one, so it's a YA contemporary. And I'll let you know my thoughts and feels. I'm still in the middle of reading my Riley Sager book, The Last Time I Lied. So, I will see you all in a few minutes. Excuse the hair. It dried, right? It dried out in the sun. And it turned into a big bushy mess. Oh, I love you guys. Y'all keep me sane. I'll see you in a few minutes. Simka and I are having some girl time, aren't we, Simka? My girl. Simka and I are having some girl time. I love this little squirrel friend. This is my squirrel friend. She comes once in a while, only when she wants. But she's my baby girl, and I love her. I love her so much. Hello, Book World. It is June 13th, Monday, and I am on chapter 6 of The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. The main character's name is Emma Davis, and she has a best friend named Mark who owns a restaurant, and he's gay. I love that. I love that representation. Oh my gosh, I would love to have my best friend be a chef or owner of a restaurant. Oh my gosh. A friend that knows how to cook. I love cooking too. I mean, we'd be swapping recipes and everything. It'd be so awesome. But that's where I'm at so far in the book. And I'm wondering with these reading vlogs if I should start maybe possibly giving spoilers. I'm not going to in this video, but let me know, since these are reading vlogs. I've heard people say, this is a reading vlog, it's not like a wrap up, so go ahead and spoil the book if you want, but I don't know that I'm going to spoil the books. We'll see. I'll catch you in a few. Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. It's cooking and story time with Mel. So have you ever had a cat follow you and be underfoot while you're trying to cook? Ew! Yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. Fly agrees. I am enjoying the Riley Sager book, The Last Time I Lied. It is giving me kind of lake vibes. The lake is called Lake Midnight and the camp is called Camp Nightingale. And with all the things that's going on in the news today, it makes me think about poor Naya Rivera and her son. My thoughts and prayers are going out to them. I am the biggest Glee fan you'll ever want to meet. I just love that show. Ryan Murphy, I feel, is a genius. Excuse my hair. I had to do something with it while I'm cooking. Sending thoughts and prayers and positive vibes out. Her son, Josie. I couldn't imagine a 4-year-old little boy, young boy, losing his mom like that and telling people mommy went out to swim and never came up. It just breaks my heart. So there's a scene that kind of gives me that vibe because she's talking about like midnight at Camp Nightingale and how the girls were lost. And I don't know. I'm not going to spoil the book, but I'm hoping the girls aren't found in the river or something. That would just, I don't know that I could deal with that. It's been a crazy week for me. Hope you don't mind if I talk while I cook. I went to Kroger yesterday and I fell on some. They have this freezer aisle or refrigerator aisle right when you come into the door. I'm putting some mushrooms in with my onions. Let me see. Some blueberries fell out of the plastic container or something because When I walked in, there wasn't a sign or anything. I ended up falling. Long story short. All I wanted was some milk, and I get up to the counter, and I do self-checkout, and my dollar bill was eaten. Part of it was eaten by the machine, so I couldn't use the dollar. And I told the guy at the checkout that, you know, he's using the dollar. Sorry, I had to turn off the vlog because my better half had something to tell me privately. So, but what I was saying, the dollar bill was, the machine tore the dollar bill. So I tell the guy that works the self-checkout, and he says, well, we can't take the dollar bill because it's bad money now. And I just had it by that time. I go into the store, nobody's wearing masks except for, there was a very few people wearing masks, and my anxiety just went crazy because the store was almost packed, and here I am, I'm wearing a mask, and I had to take a deep breath because I was about to just light into him. I said, I need to speak to your manager. So he gets the manager over finally, and I told the manager about what happened to the dollar bill, and he said, oh, well, we can exchange it out. And I explained, you know, I'm not trying to be mean, but every time I come into this place, this person is always rude to me, saying something that's microaggressive about me to my face. And I know he's being microaggressive. My dad's wife was in the hospital on a rotor bed and on a ventilator for 2 months. She's out of the hospital and she's in a wheelchair now because she was sedated for 2 months, that her mind is trying to relearn how to walk and everything. I don't want that to happen to anybody. And I have a friend that lives in another state, and there is a $500 fine where she lives if you go out without a mask. I said, it's like wearing a seatbelt. I guess I need to get off the mask kick. But it was just frustrating. And poor manager, I like him. He was so sweet that he said, here's a card, because I started crying. Let me give you this gift card, $5 gift card. And I said, why are you doing that? He said, well, I feel sorry for you. I said, please don't feel sorry for me. I don't need your charity. I'm not a victim. And I handed the card back to him. I said, I'm fine. I just want to get my milk and I want to go. But I said all that to say that I'm really enjoying the book so far. The camping vibe and the cabins and the arts and crafts and the mystery element is very, very good. I'm wondering if if the guys are involved, like if the camp owner's sons are involved. I'm going to spoil anything. I promise I'm not spoiling anything. I'm about on chapter 9. I'm on chapter 9 right now. So, browning the mushrooms with the onions. I'm making flatbread. Mushrooms on flatbread with truffles. And voila, finished product. We have truffled mushrooms over flatbread. We're gonna have that for dinner. Thank you for listening to my little rant earlier. I love you guys. Oh my gosh, Book World. This is amazing. There is a ghost story involved with a village. There is a ghost story about Lake Midnight that is told around campfires about a village that was once there at the lake on campgrounds. I am loving this. I love ghost stories. Hello, Book World. I have finished The Last Time I Ride by Riley Sager. I really enjoyed this book. It is an adult thriller. It is about Emma Davis, who is now an aspiring artist, 15 years ago, she went to Camp Nightingale for the first time as a new camper and ran into 3 other girls, one of whom name was Vivian. And she became very close to her, and they became very good friends. They play this game, 2 Truths and a Lie, and that night Emma falls asleep, and the other 3 girls end up leaving the camp. Vivian tells her to stay there, that she's too young, and tries to keep her quiet as all 3 of the girls leave. Later on, Emma finds out that the girls are missing. After meeting the owner of Camp Nightingale at her art gallery show 15 years later, the camp owner has asked Emma Davis to become a counselor and to teach art to the girls at Camp Nightingale. There's ghost stories and legends about the lake at the camp called Lake Midnight. It is a very good book. I would give this a 5 out of 5 stars. If you're looking for a good summertime thriller read about camps, this is definitely the book to pick up. Hello, Book World. You know how I was cooking the other day? Today is the 15th of July, 2020. And you know that on Sunday I said I went to the Kroger and that they were not requiring face coverings for customers and everything, and that I fell and all this? Well, lo and behold, check this out.
Yeah, Lauren, both Walmart and Kroger making that announcement today that a mask mandate will be required here at Walmart. That will start on Monday. For Kroger stores, that starts on Wednesday. But if you're in Davidson County, as you mentioned, Lauren, masks are already required. Now, here at Walmart, they say that this mask mandate will help in more than 5,000 stores and their Sam's Club locations, only opening a single entrance with a worker monitoring the door to make sure people are following their new rules. At Kroger, they're encouraging customers who can't wear a mask to wear a face shield or facial covering.
Hello, Book World. I'm in the middle of reading A Sweet Mess by J.C. Lee. It's a very good book so far, and I'm really enjoying it. And I will give you my thoughts and feels on the book as I go along. I'm on chapter 5 right now in the book. It is a adult romance book, so we'll see how that goes. Simka says hi. Oh, there's a bird nest in our area. His mama birds built a nest in our house. Little birdies, they're so cute. They're just so adorable. Hello, Book World. I'm on chapter 13 of J.C. Lee's A Sweet Mess. The cool thing about this book is that there is Korean representation, as both main characters are Korean American. So I am enjoying that. I will say that the intimate scenes are very intense at some points, and they do happen fairly close to the beginning. It's kind of friends trying to stay friends and not becoming lovers. Kind of, hi Sylvester, kind of love story. It's a friends to lovers. I want to be with you, but I don't want to mess up the friendship kind of thing, which is very cute. I will let you know more about the book as I go. For dinner tonight, I made garlic buttered shrimp scampi in broccoli and garlic sauce. Hello, Book World. I have finished reading adult contemporary romance novel. It felt like a cozy read in a way, but a cozy romance, not a cozy mystery. And that is A Sweet Mess by J.C. Lee. It is about 2 Korean Americans, Landon Kim and Aubrey Cho. And Aubrey owns this bake shop called The Comfort Zone. While working at her bake shop, she is making a birthday bundt cake for a young girl who's having a birthday party. It is a Frankenstein birthday cake. It's a bundt cake, but it has unusual things such as gummy bears and interesting filling. In the meantime, the cake was delivered unknowingly to a food critic who is a very famous food critic that was stopping by and on the off chance of finding a restaurant because he had car trouble. He ended up in her town and going to the Comfort Zone Bake Shop, and he saw on the sign that the bundt cake was a huge specialty for the Comfort Zone. So he orders the bundt cake and ends up eating the child's birthday cake unknowingly. Suffice it to say, he gives a horrible review to the Comfort Zone, which Aubrey Choi owns. Landon is the food critic, and she finds out reviewed the off-putting Frankenstein cake with weird fillings inside of the Frankenstein bundt cake. It does have a lot of intense scenes. They are very vivid and vibrant, so if that is something that is off-putting in a romance book, this may not be the book that you want to pick up. It does have hints of cozy feels because it is a bake shop restaurant, and to try to make it up to Aubrey for the bad review, he can't retract his review, and he has to keep things on a professional level instead of a personal level because of all that's happened. So he can't retract the review, but he gives her another opportunity, which I won't go into because that would probably spoil the book. I give it a 3 out of 5 stars. I did enjoy the book, but some of the scenes were just a little off-putting. I did enjoy the story. It was a cute story, and her friend is amazing. Tara, her friend, who owns a bar, which is really cool, and gets her free beer, which is really cool. Landon's friend is a sweet Italian lady that he's known for a while. Well, basically, this is just a friends that can't be lovers trope. Friends that want to be lovers, but they can't be lovers because of ruining their businesses. He's pretty much trying to get her business back on track after he ruined it with a review without going back on his review that he wrote. In his professional life, he does not go back on his reviews. Anyway, that is my review of A Sweet Mess. I hope that y'all are staying safe and doing well. And there are Thai bowls without the bowls. I need to invest in some decent bowls for my Thai recipes. But that's going to be dinner tonight. I'm watching RuPaul's Drag Race. And Shannon is reading. What are you reading, honey?
Deathless Divide.
Oh, cool. She's reading Deathless Divide. So we should hear her thoughts and feels coming pretty soon on that book. That'll be exciting. Hello, Book World. I'm going to start the guest list today. I don't know how far I'll get in it. Today is the 22nd of July. We'll see what I think about this book. I've heard a lot of great things about it. I just don't want it to be overhyped, in my opinion. Sometimes books that get good ratings, sometimes they're not the book for me. But I'm going to check that book out today. Hello, Book World. I am on page 215 of the guest list by Lucy Foley. I am enjoying this book a lot. It's a very good thriller. The house on the island is very macabre. I will say that there are some triggers for women's health, self-harm, among other things. And there are a lot of secrets going around. Kind of reminds me of a game of Clue. If you've ever played Clue. All these people on the island. What happened? What happened? Did somebody do something? Who did it? But I am enjoying this book, though. And I will let you know once I've finished what I think. Like I said, I'm on page 215 of the book. And the chapter's called Then and Now. The chapters aren't numbered. Today is July the 23rd, 2020. Nothing like having a cat take over your lap. It's a good thing. Oh, I love this fella. Sly's a good boy. Eating your buddy. He's such a sweet, sweet buddy. Hello, Book World. It is July 23rd, 7:50 p.m., and I have finished Lucy Foley's The Guest List. I give this book 5 out of 5. It takes place on an island in Dublin, Ireland. The wedding of Julie Keegan and Will Slater is being held there. Julie is a magazine publisher, and Will is the host of a famous TV reality show called Survive the Night. All of their guests go to this remote island and this macabre-looking house on the island to stay for the night for Jules and Will's wedding. There are a lot of mysteries, and each person that comes to the island and that is a member of the wedding party has a secret. We have Jules, the bride. We have Will, the groom. We have the best man. We have Olivia, who is the bridesmaid's sister. We have Helen, who is the plus one. And Charlie, who is married to Helen, who is friends of Jules. And he is emceeing the event. He's the closest thing that Jules has to a best man at this wedding. Things go awry. It is kind of like a game of Clue. Something happens and you have to figure out who did it. It is a more advanced version of Clues. I would say it is Clues 2.0. If you really enjoy macabre, scary islands, getaways, and weddings, definitely pick up this book. And although the book takes place in June, it is unseasonably cool at night on this island as well. But I'm going to close this vlog off. I hope that you all are doing well. Shannon and I love you all very much, and we wish you peace, love, books, coffee, and many, many, many blessings.